welcome back. It's a Monday morning and this is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, on SABC3. Now, we're all used to the fact that, romantic relationships usually come to an end or sometimes come to an end, and we rely on our friendships to supply us with that long-term, fulfilling and stable connection. But as easily as one can fall into a friendship, you can also grow out of it just as quickly. And so the question is it realistic to expect our friendships to last forever? And can a really great friendship sometimes only work for a short period of time? And how are you maintaining your lifelong friendships? Let us know. Give us a call on 0214309881. We're talking to our relationship expert, Dr. Eve, and she's here to engage with all your comments and your questions about this. Good morning, Dr. Eve. How are you?
I feel like I want to curl up on this couch and have a conversation.
You're welcome to. Please put your feet up.
Whoa,
relax. Yes. So friendships.
Hi.
Friendships. Why are they so important and valuable to us?
Yeah. So friendships change for us as we go through different stages of our lives. Think back to when you were a little kid and perhaps one of your caregivers, your mom, your dad, your gran was organizing play dates for you. Think about what you wanted from a friend at that time. It was just somebody to hang out with, somebody you didn't have a choice around who you would be hanging out with because the elders, the adults would be organizing for you to hang out with this person. So you wouldn't be choosing this person. And then as you got into your school years, you would then be able to have friends who you found you had things more in common with, or maybe you were streamlined into certain places with them, or it would be over sport or academics or whatever it is that you were doing. So those would become like your friends.
Yes.
And it changes when you get into adolescence, because then you really want to be choosing friends, especially like the cool people that you want to be hanging out with. And these people have enormous impact on your life. They have more influence on you and more need than your parents at that particular time. You really need to have friends in order to establish your status, and also very much your identity of who you are. It's determined by friends. Friends are vitally important. And then as you get into university, or if you get into your adulthood, then friends become a little different for you. You begin to realize the gravitas of the importance of this relationship as a primary relationship before you have a significant, intimate relationship with somebody. You learn your skills of friends from these interactions when you are a teenager developing into young adulthood. So when you then get into intimate relationships, friends become secondary. When you become a parent, they kind of fall onto the third tier of the ladder, because you've got your partner, then you've got your children, or the other way around, and then you've got your friendship sitting over there. And then you still have your parental and extended family relationships. So friends seem to go down ladders, but they are enormously important to have this consistent thread of friendship all through your lifetime. And we'll talk about why.
We'll certainly do that, and we'll keep our lines open. 0214309881. Give us a call. We're taking questions and comments with Dr. Eve regarding friendships, long-term friendships, short-term friendships, medium-term friendships. Are they important? How are you maintaining yours, and how important are they to you? We'll be right back with Dr. Eve.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
All right, we're back again with Dr. Eve, looking very comfortable on the couch still, while we broach the topic of the day, which is friends, how important they are, what they are. What is a friend? When you call somebody a friend, is it just somebody... We were actually just trying to debate that a little bit a second ago, and I looked up the definition as somebody with whom you share a mutual bond of affection, of course, exclusive of sex, because we're talking about friendships in that way.
Safety.
Safety.
Sex brings lack of safety.
What is a friend? How do you classify someone as a friend?
So, from the research that I read, it says that there are 3 different criteria that one looks for in a friend. A friend is somebody that I can depend on, somebody that I know is there for me, and also somebody I can have fun with. And I think that that's like a really nice element to it, because with the partnership, it's very different. We have different expectations. So do you have friends that you feel you can have fun with, you can depend on, and are going to be there and to listen to you? And the whole aspect of, are friends seasonal or not? I kind of like that idea, because I think that it's very hard to hang on to friends from way back when you were at school as you get older. And it's not just because of time and other people interfere and other relationships interfere. It's because you change as a person.
You change as a person. That's so
you
true.
change. And the things that, you found that you had in common, you don't. Or the things that because value systems change, right? So, for example, somebody might become very religious over a period of time, and you find that you're not that interested in religion. Automatically, your paths are going to split. They're going to become divergent.
Yeah.
Do you just hang on to that friendship, or you just say, okay, because we have a history, I'm going to keep being there, even though we don't have a lot in common, and really we don't have fun together anymore?
That's a very good example. It led me to the question in my mind right now of when is it a good time to let go of a friendship? Because obviously, let's say that the religious aspect of it might be something that sees you having a conflict of interest on certain points that are valuable to you. But when do you know to call it? Like, this person is no longer a good friend to me. I need to let it go.
I like that expression, a good friend to me, because I think it's when somebody stops serving you, when the value is no longer there, when you find that this person is, for example, taking more than giving, or you get a sense of this person is only using me for what I can contribute towards them, and it's become a one-way situation. Then it no longer serves my purpose. You know, the other thing, for me, a very important thing would be like political values.
Okay.
If I went to school with somebody and because of the structure we were all raised in, for example, you're all raised in the same socioeconomic environment, and then there is differences that you go off into different places in your life and you meet up again. And it's like, well, we have different values now. And we have different values, for me, importantly, would be around politics. And so that would be reason for me to end a friendship or just let it fade away, because there wouldn't be things that you could talk about anymore. If you have different values, how can you still be friends with that person?
And then, of course, it's real things like that that could lead to the end of a friendship, and which would maybe qualify why one would feel as hurt if you were to break up with a friend, like if you were with a romantic partner. We're going to come back and we're going to touch on something you've wanted to talk about, and Dr. Eve actually has a poll about it right now on her Twitter page about, are your Facebook friends or social media friends real friends or not? Give us a call, 0214309881. Give us your opinion, ask your questions, and give us your comments.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's a Monday. You must wake up. Listen, we got Dr. Eve here. We're talking all about friendships, seasonal friendships, long-term friendships, and we've actually got Esme on the line who gave us a call on 0214309881. Esme, good morning.
Good morning, Kat. Good morning, Dr. Eve. I just want to say that a friendship, you have to work at it. You have to say true to yourself, and you have to make the best of every situation in a friendship. Because I have found that with friendship, it is like every other relationship, you have to work at it. And sometimes it gets hard, and you have to make choices to let it go or keep it. And I think what is the most important thing to stay with a friendship is to give it your best all the time.
Thank you so much, Esme, for giving us a call and sharing those thoughts with us. And here, have some of my coffee. Here we go. I'll pass it over. You all right?
Yeah.
Mine is good. Okay, I'll take a sip with you. Here's the good friendship. You know, some of the things that Esme was saying about a friendship and her description of it sounded very, very much like the mindset that one might have about a significant partner. And is that the reason why some people prioritize their friendships over relationships?
I think it feels safer. What I wanted to ask Esme is, what would be a deal breaker in a friendship? What would be the thing that you say, I can't be friends with you anymore? You did this, and I'm not talking about the cheating. We spoke about that a few weeks ago. But in terms of my relationship with you, what is it that you could do to me that would then say, okay, I can't be with you as a friend anymore? And I'd really like to know from people, what would that be?
What is your deal breaker when it comes to friendships? Esme, I'm not sure if Esme is still on the line.
But irrespective of, I think it's important that people think about that and have boundaries.
When you have broken up in a friendship and you reconnect, right? And you find some way of, let's say, forgiving that deal breaker because you realize how important that friendship is or was to you. Is it ever possible to expect it to get back to where it was for you?
Nothing ever goes back to how it was. And people have to go through this process. I always call it the truth and reconciliation of processing it. If you just going to say, okay, I forgive you, I'm really sorry, I hurt you, that never works.
Yeah.
I don't believe in the forgiveness thing in any case. So it's really about processing what it was that hurt me and how do we move forward, or should we be moving forward? It may not be useful to both of us to be moving forward.
Yeah.
Let's stay. I mean, I want to come back to the Facebook thing because I'm like really kind of obsessed around
Go
that.
for it. Our Facebook, because 64% of the people that have voted on your poll say,
Yes.
no, it's a joke. Facebook friends are not real friends.
Yeah. And yet we live in a culture where just the term Facebook friends, it intimates that this should be your friend, that this is the way you should be having friends, because there isn't enough time to actually meet face to face with people. And for many people, being friends with somebody on Facebook has huge value, and they really invest a lot of their own self-esteem and importance and status to how many friends I actually have. And I don't want to undermine it, and I'd love for our viewers to call in, Kat, and to tell us, perhaps those friends are very rich. Perhaps just having Facebook friends who you can talk to and share with online, and you don't need to meet up for coffee or for dinners or for movies and to do catch-ups. Is it good enough? Is it rich enough for you to have a friend who you can chat to on Facebook on a daily basis, share the things that worry you, share the joys that you have in your life without having to actually meet each other face to face? I'd really love to know from viewers what they think about that. Yeah.
Control copy, control paste, guys. Gotta be careful with those things. Share your thoughts with us. 0214309881. We'll be back with Dr. Eve shortly. All right, well, Dr. Eve, just finishing off that Twitter poll right now, which I think the majority of people are still saying, 65% saying that your Facebook friends or your social media friends are not your real friends. But I wanted to touch on another thing regarding friendship. I've spoken to a few married individuals who've done so and who have been married successfully for quite a number of years. And one of the golden threads that they say is the secret to making marriage work is that my partner is my best friend. Is that a realistic expectation?
I have a discomfort with that. I have a discomfort with that because it takes away the intimacy, it takes away the sexuality too frequently in a relationship. You know, when I have a couple sitting on a couch with me and they say, oh, this is my best friend, I think they're using terminology, but it's incorrect terminology. This is somebody who you have intimacy with, means full disclosure, open disclosure with this person. I feel safe with this person. I feel comfortable with this person. But a best friend is somebody who you have a very different part of yourself that you reveal to this best friend. And this part of yourself is the one that is uncluttered from expectation that you have in an intimate relationship, to be somebody, to look some way, to be sexual with this person. It's absolutely unconditional, and it's feeling of freedom that you have. And I think we trip ourselves up because we believe that in one person, we've got to have everything. Everything.
And that's a lot to expect of one person.
It's a crazy thing. And in fact, what we've got to recognize is there's something called multiplicity of relationships that we've got to have in our lives, meaning we want to have multiple relationships in our lives so that different parts of us can be expressed with different people in our lives. And unfortunately, society has made that this one person, the significant other, should be the one and only, where we invest all our expectations and everything. This person has to be everything. And that leads to a lot of difficulty in people's relationships. So I really prefer that we have multiple people in our lives where we can have multiple expression of self with other people and also be sharing that with your significant other, but not in full detail. It doesn't have to be that way. It's just important to have other friends in your life because it adds richness to your primary relationship where you can say, oh, you know what, I met this person for lunch, we had a really good time. You come back enriched, you come back happy, and the relationship thrives.
Yeah.
Can't be insular.
We've got a call on the line. Cheryl is on the line. Good morning, Cheryl, all the way from Kruger's Dorp. How's Kruger's Dorp this morning?
Hello, it's so lovely to actually speak to you on my phone. I want to tell you that when I was 10 and my friend was 11, we met at primary school, went through a bit of high school, and we are still friends. We're now in our late 60s and we're grandmothers. We live far apart. She's in Port Elizabeth. She's just come up to help with her third grandchild from her youngest daughter, and we had a lovely Sunday together, and it's all about love and caring.
That's such a lovely story.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with us. It is possible.
Can I tell you too? I worked at Karting Health and at West Rand School over my lifetime, and I have made friends everywhere, and there are, I can't even tell you how many. We still are in contact.
That's
And
wonderful.
I've just had a big hip op act. My physio came and helped me, and it's just so wonderful. And I don't know how anybody can go without friends.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
And there is so much research to back up what she's just said, is that having friends makes us healthier,
Yeah.
mentally healthier in our lives.
Just in closing, perhaps this is a question that you can continue on with on social media, on Twitter and on
Yes.
Facebook. A lot of successful people say part of the secret to success is keeping your circle small. And so the question I want to ask is that, is it ever possible to have too many friends? So keep that thought.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
thrown me.
we've run out of time, unfortunately. But Dr.
Wow.
Eva,
Thank
I look
you,
forward to
Kat.
seeing you again
Yeah.
next week when we
Me
engage in the
too.
next relationship topic. And as
Thank
always,
you.
thanks, babe.
He's so